There is no sound in sports louder than a home crowd in the NBA Finals. 20,000 people. Every one of them is certain their team is about to win. And then, one shot. One moment. One player who decides the noise doesn't apply to him. The arena doesn't go quiet all at once. It happens in wave shock first, then silence, then dread. These are the moments that ended dynasties, broke hearts, and made legends overnight. And the coldest one on this list? The shooter didn't even celebrate. He just turned around and walked back on defense. The warm-up shots that change series every finals has a moment where the home crowd realizes this isn't going the way we planned. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a block. But the coldest moments? They're always a shot, one shot, from someone who had no right to be that calm in that moment. Derek Fisher. 4,006 seconds left. San Antonio up by 1. The entire Spurs crowd already celebrating. Fisher catches, pushes off, rises, ties it.
To Duncan. He gets doubled. Shaq all over him. He gets away, a fadeaway. Unbelievable. 4:10 remaining in the fifth game. They get it to Fisher. He scores! Derek Fisher! 4:10 left. Unbelievable. Here they go. Scores at the buzzer.
We got to take a look at it.
You know, at the risk of being a shill, now I know why they say we love this game.
We love.
The Staples Center watching on screens erupted. The SBC Center in San Antonio went completely silent, from celebration to devastation in one release. But Fisher wasn't done. He came back same series and threw it down in transition like he'd been doing it his whole life. Because in moments like that, Derek Fisher had been doing it his whole life. Then, flip the script entirely. Steph Curry. Third quarter, 9 points in the period. 5 of 6 from 3. The Warriors up big, and Curry doing what Curry does, making it look like a shoot-around, while the entire opposing arena watches helplessly. That's not a crowd silencer. That's a crowd burial. Slow, methodical, and completely inevitable. But these are just the opening acts. The real cold-blooded moments are coming.
6 assists for Green. Curry a long 3. That's good! Some Curry chaos here in the third. It's the largest lead of the game. Ridiculous. Range unlimited. There goes that man, and then says, put a ring on it. And the previous play, job, setting the screen. You have to have help.
Iverson, Rondo. And the art of doing it alone. There's a difference between a hot shooter getting buckets and one player by himself deciding to carry a franchise on the biggest stage in basketball.
Iverson by the Lakers. Sixers with a 5-2 lead.
He drives it and gets Kobe back on his heels, pulls back with
shot clock down at 2. Down to 1. Iverson. Oh, yes. And Allen Iverson has picked it up. That's his 4th field goal. Iverson again.
Has such courage. You love the fact that he is fearless. He can miss 10 shots.
Allen Iverson. 7 straight points. His teammates standing around him watching. The defense knowing exactly what's coming. And still no answer. One man. One will. Against an entire building that wanted him to fail. Then there's Rajon Rondo. Nobody, and I mean nobody, expected Rajon Rondo to step into an NBA Finals moment and drain a 3. That's not what he does. That's never been what he does. He pulls up, puts it in, from downtown.
Butler goes up top. Andre Iguodala, 3-pointer. Bam Adebayo drives. In the corner, hits the side of the backboard. Rondo pushing the other way. Rondo drives, another scoop layup, lays it up and in. 11 points. Spins inside, left-handed layup. Oh, Rajon Rondo putting on a show.
Multiple effort, close out with a contest.
Pass inside.
The silence that followed wasn't just about the shot, it was about the audacity of the moment. A player who had no business taking that shot, taking it anyway, and making it. That's what the finals does to people. It either exposes them or it reveals something they didn't even know they had. And then there was Kawhi Leonard in his first finals dunking on the Heat so hard they had to call timeout just to process what happened. 8 points already. First championship. No nerves visible. Just violence. But if you want to talk about cold, we need to talk about what happened in Dallas in 2011.
Finding Leonard in the corner. That's a three. No points he's ever scored in any quarter in his brief career. Leonard gets it back, fakes the three. James closes out on him. Leonard shoots. And hot start, 16 in the first. Wade gets it.
Dallas 2011, the quietest arena in finals history. The Miami Heat in 2011 were supposed to be unstoppable. LeBron, Wade, Bosh, the Big Three. Coming off their first full season together. The favorites, the villains, the team everyone either loved or desperately wanted to see lose. And in the fourth quarter of Game 6, Miami leading the series, Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavericks went on a run that the American Airlines Arena never recovered from. Deshaun Stevenson, then Terry, then Dirk deep lefty fadeaway banks it in with 3.6 seconds remaining. Miami out of timeouts. Trailing by 2, Wade gets it, puts it up for the win. Off the mark. Dallas had just stolen the series from the most hyped team in NBA history, in Miami. In front of their home crowd, Dirk Nowitzki ran to the tunnel before the final buzzer even sounded because he already knew the job was done. The Heat LeBron, Wade, Bosh stood on the court looking like they couldn't process what just happened. And the building? Silent as a library. Dirk Nowitzki. Last 9 points for Dallas. One of the greatest closing performances in finals history in enemy territory with everything on the line. But cold-blooded doesn't always mean quiet. Sometimes it means walking into someone's house and taking over from the opening tip.
Haslam misfires, burying the rebound. Nowitzki off the dribble, leans in, 3 to shoot. James, another 3. Timeout, Miami.
Durant and Kyrie when the Warriors silenced Cleveland. LeBron James, his hometown, his people, the defending finals team. And Kevin Durant walked in like he owned the place. 3 from downtown, lead taken. Cleveland crowd stunned. Because when Durant decides he's scoring, there's nothing philosophical about stopping him. You just watch and hope he misses eventually. He doesn't miss. Not in moments like this. Then Kyrie Irving, one-on-one, forces a late contest, gets it to go. Because that's what Kyrie does. He makes plays that should be impossible look like something he's been doing since childhood. That's a big-time offensive play by Kyrie Irving, but it's a play he's made his entire life. The Cavaliers crowd that night wasn't just quiet. They were watching something they couldn't stop, couldn't scheme against, and couldn't explain. Green gets a bad pass stolen by Wade, throws it down. 2 stars after the steal. Too many turnovers igniting Miami on the other end because even in the greatest performances, the game fights back. But LeBron answers. Head down. Throws it down. Foul on Durant, his second. 3-point play. 23 points and counting. Because in the finals, the greatest players don't just silence crowds. They silence each other. Back and forth, shot for shot, until someone blinks. And the coldest moment of all? It came from the most unexpected player in the most unexpected way. Jaylen Brunson, the shot that stopped time. We already know this one, but it deserves its place on this list. 46 seconds left. NBA Finals Game 1. San Antonio up 1. Brunson bad knee, bad ankle gets the ball at the elbow. The Spurs crowd is deafening. Wemby is at the rim. Every defender knows exactly what's coming. He drives anyway, spins underneath, floats it up. The arena didn't just go quiet, it went cold. The kind of silence where you can hear individual people exhaling. 13 of his 30 points in the clutch. 2 bad legs. Enemy territory. The biggest stage in basketball. And when the ball went in, Brunson didn't scream, didn't flex, didn't point at anyone. He just jogged back on defense. That's what separates a scorer from a closer. Scorers celebrate their big shots. Closers treat them like they expected it all along. From Fisher's 4, 6-second miracle to Dirk's fadeaway in Miami to Brunson's spin in San Antonio, the NBA Finals has always been where the cold-blooded come to work. The crowd noise is just background to them. The arena is just a building, and the moment, that's just another shot they've been making their whole life. Every shot on this list happened in front of thousands of people who were certain, absolutely certain it wasn't going in. They were wrong every single time. That's what the finals does. It finds the coldest person in the building and hands them the ball when everything is on the line. Fisher, Dirk, Durant, Kyrie, Brunson, different eras, different teams, same ice in their veins. That's why the NBA Finals is unlike anything else in sports. That's why we clear our schedules, stay up too late, and never ever change the channel. If this gave you chills, hit that like button. Subscribe because the finals aren't over yet, and the next cold-blooded moment is closer than you think. The next breakdown is already up. See you there.